brothers got together and said, look, I think it's time we expanded and made a bigger masjid, one with more space. And I guess the biggest issue was the children's education. Because due to lack of space, there wasn't enough facilities for the children's education. So the masjid was the start, but also the real sort of backdrop was education, children's education within Aberdeen. So brothers got together, sourced this piece of land. It was a warehouse at the time, and it was actually donated as long as we built it for a masjid. The purpose was a masjid. So from 2013, we took about to 2018 when we opened. So 5 years to register the charity and fundraise in the region of 1.5 million, 1.5 to 1.8 million to complete the project. And alhamdulillah, we were able to do that. The biggest key moment for this was we did our first charity dinner. I think it was Ajmal Masroor came up from London. We also had Habib Malik as a fundraiser, and we packed out the local hotel with 500 people, 500 guests, and we raised 285,000 in one night. People like Habib Malik, who've been fundraised for a living, had never seen that much raised. So alhamdulillah, and that was all from the Aberdeen community. We opened in 2018 as the Al-Hikmah, Masjid Al-Hikmah, as part of the foundation. And really it's just been you call it a roller coaster, ups and downs, delays, contractors, but ultimately we achieved our goal and we opened in 2018 for a masjid that could accommodate a good up to about 1,500. And the key thing was we had a specific area for sisters to pray, and also a maghsal for funerals as well. So this was the key requirements and needs that we needed, and I think that's why it was it took off so well with the support of the community. Was there was a requirement, there was a need, and we were there at the right time to fulfill that need.
We have weekly gatherings for sisters on Sundays, which my wife is in charge of. She delivers hadith halaqa for the sisters. We have monthly gatherings for new Muslims, which takes place on the first Saturday of every month. We have sessions from special guests from all over the UK. The Masjid Al-Hikmah has a budget of inviting guests over once a month who deliver the Jummah on Friday, and also have events for brothers and sisters over the weekend. We also have a special program which takes place every Friday. Now this program is for university students. Every Friday night, brothers and sisters, they come to the masjid. I conduct the program for the brothers and my wife conducts it for the sisters. Now this is very interesting because we reached out to the universities, especially the Islamic societies, and we found out that there are 2,500 Muslims students who are studying in both universities in Aberdeen. However, when we look in the congregation, we find that many of them are missing. So we try to make a special facility for them so that they can attend, feel comfortable, and also meet other Muslims. So alhamdulillah, on Fridays they come, they network with each other, they make friends, we have social gathering, and we also have some nasiha and advice for them.
The ulama, they take from this hadith that the key to your deeds, the other righteous deeds, being accepted by Allah Ta'ala, is that your salah is intact. If your salah is not intact, all the other righteous deeds that you do not matter.
Look at expanding the madrasa. Maybe even, we're at a stage now where I still remember in 2013 we thought once this masjid is built, for 10 years we'll be okay, space-wise we'll be fine. If you were here last Ramadan, we're overflowing. The basement's full, upstairs sisters' hall is full, this hall is full. So, potentially there could be extensions or in the future. But at this moment in time, we're in a good space. We've had political hustings here. So they have, where the locals come in and they can ask local politicians before elections. Not very political myself, but we've had those. We've had 2 of those where local MPs have come in and taken questions. As you know, COVID, huge impact on the economy and everything. But what we did was, and we did regularly, was COVID vaccine within the masjid. So we had specific days where COVID vaccines would be administered within the centre for a whole day, and they were very popular. You know, I couldn't believe it. There were queues outside because it was as a drop-in centre. So we've done things like that. And we're doing like school visits. There's one today. You know, coincidentally, you're here. There's school visits as well to engage with the local community. Through the sports, we do a lot of things. And then there's stuff that we do, okay, it's the Islamic Centre, but we do it slightly away from the here. So we do summer fairs, which brings not just the Muslim community, but all the Aberdeen community together. So we've done quite a few of those at local schools and places where we have events.
Many other activities that go on, for example, football tournament for children, also for girls. We take children on trips, for example, paintballing, trampoline park, hiking. Living in Scotland, that's an advantage. We can take them on camping, barbecues, on different trips like this. Trips to the beach. So we have, for brothers, we have Arabic classes. For brothers, we have Arabic classes in the evenings. Many university students attend this program where they start to learn Arabic so that they can again engage themselves with the Quran, with the Sunnah. Previously we've had tafsir classes, tajweed classes, seerah classes, and hadith classes as well for the brothers and sisters. Apart from that, again, we engage with the community with many educational facilities and programs, and our aim at Masjid al-Hikmah is to cater for all the educational needs of the Muslim community, from toddlers to adults. We have on Saturdays toddlers story time session where they go through the stories of the prophets.
We have sisters exercise classes that run within the masjid in the basement, and there was actually yoga classes that were being run here as well. So there are all these activities for the sister to try and bring them in and encourage more sisters to be actively involved. When there's events, they're there. They're always there. It's the times where there's not big events, but events that need sort of on a weekly, monthly basis planning. That's really where we encourage the sisters to be more active.
Other than that, on Sundays, what we had was we have brothers who go to the local marketplaces, as you can say, and they give da'wah to the people. I myself used to go on Sundays as well, and we used to have da'wah stalls there. Our engagement with non-Muslims, again, we reach out to hospitals. We visit hospitals as well. We give out, again, like I mentioned, distribute leaflets, books, the Qur'ans, translation of the Qur'ans to non-Muslims. In Ramadan, we also reach out to all of our neighbors, and we also give them da'wah in certain programs as well. For example, when we had the Palestine and Masjid al-Aqsa exhibition, we invite locals, local councillors, and we also invite local non-Muslims to attend. We also had a facility where any members of the congregation can call me anonymously. So we have a landline which connects directly to my phone, and it will not give their numbers to me. So they can call me during certain hours of the day, Monday to Friday and weekends, anonymously, and ask me questions. Because again, brothers and sisters that know me, they might not feel comfortable to ask certain questions. We've had people reach us from London, from Leicester, and different places of the UK because of this facility. So just making ourselves as accessible as possible has helped a lot. A lot of brothers and sisters email us